Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we are playing some Turn 3 Ugin. This is a list I found on Untapped, and I definitely had to try it because of how interesting it was to me. The whole idea of this deck is you're trying to ramp out an Ugin or a Sire of the 7 Deaths, both 7 casting cost creatures, or Planeswalker, I should say, in the case of Ugin. And the whole idea is you can get down Gene Pollinator or an Elves on turn 1. Turn 2, you're able to cast 2 Badgermole Cubs because you have the Mana Dork out. And then that means turn 3, as long as you're hitting your land drops and nothing gets removed up from the board, you'll have 10 mana available, which is just insane on turn 3. And with that mana, you can cast an Ugin, and you can actually follow it up with a Vestige in this situation. So you can actually remove 2 of their items that they have on board already by turn 3. You have an Ugin, then the next turn you can just cast the Sire, do whatever you want from there. So it's crazy how fast this ramps. But I know people really hate on that Badgermole Cub, and this deck is sneaky because this Badgermole Cub is not vital for this deck to perform. A lot of the games, I don't even draw this, and I'm perfectly fine getting up to that 7 mana quickly. And how that works is we're actually utilizing the Lumbering Worldwagon. So the idea is turn 1, Mana Dork, you get the Worldwagon out on turn 3, and then you can follow it up with the Earth King. Now, the Earth King is a new card from the set. When the Earth King enters, create a 4/4 green bear creature token. And whenever one or more of your creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for up to that many basic land cards. So if you're following that up with the Worldwagon, so you use that bear token to then crew the Worldwagon, you then actually get to draw a card for each of those, which is awesome. So in that situation, you're ramping 2 land a turn for attacking in with the Worldwagon when you have the Earth King out. And the next turn, that means turn 5, you're going to have plenty of land. You're going to be well over 7 mana available, and that's just off of a single elf. That's not counting a Badgermole Cub or any of your other cards here. You do have a Shared Roots that allows you to accelerate as well. Turn 2, you can get your 3rd mana dropped. Same thing, turn 3, especially, even if you don't even hit your elves or your badger cubs, you can ramp out with your charm, because this also allows you to take a land card from your library and drop it onto the battlefield. So you're ramping even without any of your mana dorks or cubs. So that's why this deck works out so well. A couple different interactions that you have here. You do have that warp ability on the Vestige for a draw, which is awesome, but also allows you to drop that and crew with it for its warp ability. So remember that for that. And then Sire 7 Deaths also can crew the Lumbering Wagon, so even though this can't attack the first turn, works out really well for that. And then remember that second ability, that 0, you can add 3 colorless mana, so if you need to cast some of your other spells, definitely take advantage of that. That +2 is just backbreaking, though. Gaining 3 life and drawing a card just tilts the game in your favor. We do have 4 of the Earthbend land as well, so if they do end up getting sweeps off and you need to get a couple creatures on the board, especially if you need to try to crew the Lumbering Wagon later game, you can actually do Earthbend twice, and then you're going to have 4 power to crew the Worldwagon with and attack in. So even after a sweep, and you're going to see in some of these games where they sweep the board and I still just attack him with the Worldwagon and kill him the next turn. It just works out that great. So before we get into the game, please hit that subscribe button below. A newer channel, trying to get to 2,000 subs, so please do that. I have new videos every day for you, and if you could hit that like button and comment below how you like Ugin decks. Let's get into the gameplay. All right, I think we'll keep this one because we can ramp up pretty quickly. Elf out. Worldwagon into Earth King is very strong. Action, there we go. So even if they kill the elf, we can still do that. The impact tremor. Alright, we're going to get double land triggers here. Back with that one. get double trigger here. Big action. Good game. All right, I go first. There's not a whole lot beyond the first elf, but I'm going to keep this because we do have the Vestige, which can ramp us into the Ugin. So we're looking for a Worldwagon here for the draw. Swamp means they probably are going to destroy our creature, unfortunately. Next turn, we do have the Worldwagon. That's a heck of a draw. Next turn, we can warp this in. They might just have removal, but it is what it is. More land. And we got Ugin next turn. Drop that in play. Look at that. Turn 3, 6 land. Okay, we will get rid of their... We'll do this first. I could have really just attacked him with the Worldwagon. He probably would have blocked. Get this out. We're sitting on a bunch of colorless spells, so we can destroy anything colored that they drop. They're probably waiting on a sweeper here. So we'll get Vestiges out, because I'm okay with those getting swept. Ooh. Let's just cast this. We're not wasting our colorless. And then... this. We'll get our double land drop. Gotta make sure we tick this up. We could have cast another Vestige, but I kind of want to hold them. Could have attacked. I guess we wouldn't have tapped out. I was thinking maybe another land for attack, but we would have had too much. There it is. That is fine. Because we can just attack in. Just cast this out. It's 0. We got the Worldwagon fired up. Good game. Alright, not the greatest of hands. We do have a Pollinator early, but if we don't draw anything else, we are just slow until turn 4, so we're going to mulligan that. Little bit better, not great. We can warp this in at 4. We do have the Elf, we'll keep that. Let's... just drop the Bushwhack, because we'd search for a forest anyways. Okay, we can Shared Roots next turn. Start ramping up a little. Okay. Interesting. Took Gran. Alright. 4/5 warp the 5 mana. Hopefully we draw something good with the warp ability. We are going to be able to... well, that's pretty good. So we can have an Ugin next turn if we want. Okay, Swamp Cycle. Okay. I think we're definitely going for the Ugin. I think we should go for the Gran. We got some time to go for the Overlord. We can do the Vestige next turn. Destroy the Overlord. Do you have anything to do with the Ugin? Let's get this down. Destroy the Overlord. Let's see if he lets us drop. He does. Let's fire this up.
Open your mind to possibility.
Okay, they're really taking a lot of damage here. Attack him with everything. Take action, draw more land. Keep the Pollinator out. Okay. Discard. Alright, we need to get a colorless spell, or... Well, I guess we could just minus this, actually. Well, let's leave one in the deck. Two of those. Heck, let's get three, because then we got card draw. Start with the Ugin. And then we can attack in with the Worldwagon. Good game, sir. All right, we got a little bit of ramp. We do have, actually, we got quite a bit of ramp. We do have the Ugin for the payoff as well as the Earth King. Let's keep it. Got Elf down first. That Worldwagon out there. Chocobo. Keep ramping here with the Worldwagon. Take action. That drop. We have 5 mana next turn. Can actually cast the Earth King. Like a double Sheared Roots. Can get up to 7 mana with those next turn. 5. I think we just do this. And we can fire this up with that. Get a land this way. And then we're at 7 that way. So we have an Ugin online next turn if they tap their island. I don't want them to have a counter spell. All right. We are good to go. Yeah, no blocks. Chocobo's going down here.
Preparation.
Gain life, draw a card.
Insight is vital to success.
We will fire this up so we get the double land drop. Take action. All right. We're in really good shape here. Okay, I still explore. We can Sire next turn as well. Might just keep that in our hand. Sire will kill the Ice Till. I don't know what they're looking for. Okay, Hydra. Well, we can do the... We'll get another Ugin too. Alright. We'll kill the Ice Till. Good game. Alright, we go first. Not an awesome amount of ramp here, but I love seeing the Earth King. Pollinator's only good if we pick something else up. Or if we can get up to the Earth King. Oh, Vestige. Alright, we will play a land, get the Worldwagon out. Doesn't look like they have counter spells, which is awesome. This means we can Earth King next turn and get a double land drop. They might have a counter spell now. Yeah. Alright, we'll attack in. I am going to do this, get a little card draw, try to get a counter out of their hand. So if they don't counter this, we get the card draw, then we can fire up our Worldwagon. Alright, and then... I think I'm going to do this. We will pay for that. And get a... I think I kind of want to get a Sire. They can go after the Pollinator and we won't have enough land. Okay, that's fine. Take action. Okay, they have enough for a counterspell again. I think we're going to do this. It gives us mana open if they have a counterspell we can pay for. Another refute. It's 3 counterspells in not that many cards. Okay, they're going to bounce my Pollinator in that. Okay. Well, if that's the case, we are going to drop our Ugin, kill the Regent, get card draw.
Equilibrium. The wise heed my advice.
Okay. So we have 7. So we're going to warp this. We're going to Worldwagon. Just keep ramping. Okay. Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. I can't attack Worldwagon. We can put that into play. We got the card draw. Ooh. All right, good game. All right, we go first on this one. Let's keep it. Pollinator by itself doesn't do a whole lot. Can't get the turn 3, unfortunately. Ooh. This makes it a little bit better. Still, he can kill our Badgermole Cub next turn. This doesn't really change a whole lot. 2 mana doesn't do it for me. We'll just attack in for 1. Oh, I sacrifice a creature. Let's sacrifice the land. And what we can do now is we can warp in the wagon. Take action, we'll get an additional land. And we can cast the we can cast the Vestige or the Earth King. Let's do the Earth King. Fire this up. Attack in. We're in really good shape here. We're just going to hold that in our hand because I got a feeling they got a sweeper coming up here. But they're probably one turn off of a good sweeper. Alright, good game. Alright, we got Elves into Worldwagon. We'll keep this one. Worldwagon won't get us another land. Okay, they make us sacrifice. That's unfortunate. We're going to share Brutes this just to make sure that we get our land drop to get the Worldwagon next turn. Going to make us discard. Tempted to do the Sire because I kind of want to hit the land drops. Take action. Okay. Pollinator will help us tap that down for mana. Okay, we drop one. We will get rid of an Ugin. One, two, three, four, five. We'll drop this. We hope they don't have a discard spell. They got removal. That's not the worst for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to take damage here because we're actually going to go for a land. Because if we draw a land, we get the Ugin. There we go. The one that's already pumped up. Hopefully they don't have a way to get rid of this Planeswalker. Ooh, we have another Ugin. Let's start with this. That's pretty good. All right, good game. All right, we go first. There's really no ramp here, unfortunately. I mean, turn 3 is the first time we see any ramp. We're gonna have to mulligan that. This is actually a pretty good hand. We get quite a bit of land. If we draw an Ugin, we got a turn 3 Ugin with this hand. We'll keep it. Alright. We can at least do a turn 3 Vestige. Okay. Come on, Ugin. No, we did not find the Ugin. Let's go for the draw. We'll cast this. We'll get additional land. Pollinator out. Back in. We'll get our card draw. There's something to be said to have a 7/5 on the battlefield. Get that out. They gonna leave up a counter? Or not. Go after Badgermole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess we just get this out. I don't want to put everything into the battlefield because of sweepers coming. They didn't have a sweeper. Okay. They would have used it if they had it. They might have an Ultima coming, but... It's not lifelink, only that is. They got the sweeper. They can have it. Still should have probably kept that in my hand. Earth King. Huh, he doesn't have the sweeper. Alright. Seven. They can block those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get to draw a couple lands or put them in the battlefield. That doesn't do anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have to block the 4/4. And they just survived then. We get card draw. Well, it's unfortunate we didn't draw any Ugins here. Sweeper. It's the only thing that can save you. Okay, they gain 4 life. 3 life. They have 1. Alright, good game. Opponent goes first on this one. This is tempting. I mean, we can draw into a lot worse if we mulligan. And we're on the draw, so let's try it. Hopefully we get one of our land drops, or one of our 1-drop mana creatures. Bushwhack's not doing it. I think we're just going to go for that to thin out the deck a touch. So it gets the land in our hand. Oh, 1 turn too late. Guess we just drop it. don't want to go into any flash creatures. I don't think they have flash, but just wanted to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got the Ugin coming down next turn. That's fine. Ugin out. Destroy their Exemplar. Draw a card.
Equilibrium.
Okay. Then we got colorless spells to start destroying stuff with. Yep, that's fine.
In the stratagem. My plan bears fruit.
Put that land in play. Now we're up to 6 land. We'll start getting these sires in. They can have all the sweepers they want. We are good.
Fate flows as easily as water.
Don't have any colored spells, so that didn't matter, but we're good. Get this above 11. Earth King's pretty good.
Heed my advice.
See what they got for this sire. They have their own sire. It's interesting. We'll tack in, we'll trade. At the double block, it's Menace. What do we got for colorless in our deck right now? We have 3 Ugin, Sire, 3 Ancestral Vestiges. Okay. I think we're just going to plus. Drop another Sire.
One step in the stratagem.
I'm not sure why they didn't trade, especially with this being Vigilance. Oh, that's why. They're going to put a counter on everything. Alright, well that's gone next turn. Yeah, they're in trouble. We'll double block that. Alright, we'll get the... Well, I guess first we'll draw a card. Get the Vestige out. Destroy that.
I am the master of this
Back in. Alright, we're in pretty good shape here. As long as they don't have another Sire. That's the only thing that could really slow us down here. If they have another Sire, I might just do the -11 so I can get a Sire into play. out of our deck. And I can throw in 2 Vestiges. That might just be the play next turn, but I'm kind of holding off on that because I don't want to just die to a sweeper. It's 63 life already. Are they roping me and they're playing a Sire deck themselves? That was a good time to remind everybody, please hit that subscribe button. Working towards 2,000 subscribers. Put out daily videos, so if you're interested in seeing new Magic content every day, different deck lists, please do so. Play a lot of different Ugin decks. I like playing a lot of mono black decks. Anything that looks fun, really, is what this channel is all about. So please subscribe. Really appreciate it. Newer YouTuber. Just started in September, so I appreciate any help I can get with subscriptions and liking the video, posting comments, whatever you can do. Really appreciate it. Ugin's such a beater. Even if they have colorless spells, it's amazing how good Ugin is. That +2 ability of gaining 3 life and drawing a card just takes so many different situations to your advantage. Let's just go in for the attack. Another Ugin and a Vestige in hand. Earth King, Shared Roots. I should have made a land. I should have actually activated Earthbend ability and attacked in. That way he's forced to actually block the Vestige with the Scrap Bot. So that would have been the proper play. Because in this situation, he's only going to take 14 damage if he blocks the Elf. Alright. Good game. Alright, this is a pretty good ramp here. We'll keep this. We are going second, so that's a little different. Little Badgermole Cub into another Elf. Yeah, that's not bad then. That. This down. This down. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana next turn. Let's hope we draw an Ugin. Oh. There goes my Badger Cub. We could still get the Vestige down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we can't. In that case, let's just get this down. No attacks. We'll get a Vestige down. And we can attack in with it. If we draw a land, we can actually warp in one Vestige and then get the second Vestige down for free. Going after Worldwagon? Okay, never mind. Ain't gonna work that way anymore. We really just need to find an Ugin. Let's just warp this one in. We want card draw at this point. I think they're sitting on a counter spell. They do have this available to them, so that could be the one that's holding up the counter. Or priority, I should say. Sire's pretty good. They do have a grip of 6 cards, so they got quite a bit going on here. Be interesting to see if this deck is running any sweepers. I'm thinking they might if they have a Market Gnome in here. Well, because of the sweepers, I'm going to throw this out. We'll attack in for 3. Probably should have tapped the elf and attacked them with force, but I guess it doesn't matter too much because they could have blocked anything else. Okay.
My purpose is clear. Rule the edge. Just what I need.
Okay, he's going to grab another Dark Rose. Candy Trail. Interesting. I guess it gets a counter on that. Gives him a good scry. I guess we kind of have to drop the Sire just because we need that life gain. Let's do that. Yep.
I expect success.
Oh, we'll drop the other Vestige. They're 1 short of our Sire. That would have been awesome. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, can't get there. Well, let's get this out. We'll attack in. Do that. Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to get this so they couldn't search for an artifact.
I am indestructible.
They have to do a board wipe here. I guess that does leave this open. Board wipe does give me the Vestige back. Or a draw, I should say. Ugin would be just stellar right now for me. I do have 7 land even if they board wipe. Do we get another Roper? Must be that time of day. Or if people start losing the game, they want to rope. That's unfortunate. He's looking through his hand. There we go. Maybe he's just in deep thought. Got the relic. You can sack the relic. Do 2 damage. 7 damage. No, that just kills me. But this can block. That's the difference. Yeah, he can't kill me here. Okay, lock that one down. Because he can't go after that one. Okay, so he's tapped out. He attacks in, I could block. He doesn't have any mana, though. Wants to give something haste. Okay, let's see here. I can attack in. All right. Good game. All right, we go first here. This is a fantastic hand. We go first with the Elf, leading into a Lumbering Worldwagon, Earth King. Yeah, and then Ugin. Let's keep it. Get the Lumbering Worldwagon down, get our land. Then next turn we can fire the Earth King and attack with the Worldwagon and drop 2 more land. And then we can Ugin. Okay. They're all ramped up. They're now up to 7 mana, so they'll have 8 mana next turn. Let's do this. Let's fire off the Earth King. Attack with the wagon. Trigger 2 draws, or 2 lands. Then we can shut off the Badgermole next turn. The question is it going to be too late? So they got 1 turn with all this mana. Okay. Tap land. That does not get them to Craterhoof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can't Craterhoof. They can Horrite here. Collector's Cage. Yep. And they can trigger it right away as well. So what did they get? Just hoping it's not a Craterhoof. Oh, shelter. Okay. Oh, okay. So he didn't do that, I think we need to get rid of... Okay, so I can actually... Oh, man. I can't get rid of the Badgermole cub. What I can do is I can go after this. I can add that to cast a warp of this to get rid of the elf. I didn't have enough mana because of the ward here. Which then I could fire up the wagon and attack in with the wagon and get a double draw spell. Or double land drop, I should say. That was a pretty good turn on our part. Now this brings him down to 6 mana. Ooh, and we can drop another Worldwagon? Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, Poroid does nothing. Does nothing. He can double attack in and try to kill the Ugin, but I can just block with the Earth King. Oh, got rid of the Ugin. We'll cast Vestige, attack with the Lumbering. He has to block, so he has to leave that untapped. So we are going to cast the Vestige. Oop. Yep. Get an additional attacker there. Fire this up. This will not kill them, because they're going to block. Badgermole Cub is going bye-bye. They'll be able to do quite a bit of damage to us next turn if they attack fully, but problem is we can get them on the counterattack. Yeah, this just gives them a draw. Doesn't really do a whole lot for them. They can drop a land and possibly another creature. They're trying to figure it out in their head. They got their land. Okay, Cage isn't doing it. They pretty much gave up the game. I think they just wanted to see what they had as a draw. Well, good game. All right, we got 3 lands. Lots of ramp going on here. We'll keep this hand, even though we don't have any payoffs yet, but we're on the draw. We'll drop the Pollinator first to see if it eats some removal. Okay, that changes it. I'm going to drop the elf first. It's just a quicker way. And then we can kill the mic collar too. Possibly. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want to risk this. Because if they have a combat trick, it would kill one of ours. So. Yep, that's fine. The mic collar's dead next turn anyways. Cancel this. Ah, has to go that way. We want an additional blocker for a bunny here. There we go. Gain some life. Draw a card, no blocks. Now they could have the shelter to get rid of the Ugin. And that's why we have the bushwhack to help us out. Oh, another hop to it. Well, let's do a draw here first. Another Worldwagon. We can fire up a Worldwagon. To block with. There's Summoning Sickness right now, but no attacks. End turn. Okay. Alright, that kind of hurts a little bit with the Ugin, but that's okay. Let's see what they do here. This will be kind of interesting. They can do an all-out attack on Ugin. If not, we can just start dropping some of our stuff here. Alright, my turn. Alright. Let's go for an Ugin. 2 Sires. 3 Vestiges. Six. 1, 2, 3. We technically have more creatures, but that's okay. Ugin, I have the Storm. Go after that one to start with. Are they gonna rope me? Come on! Apparently the bunny army is not enough to face Ugin. Alright, they let it go through. Okay, they give that to some random bunnies.
I will put an end to this.
Destroy that one. Put a token on another creature. They're using all of their rope. Okay. Cast the Sire. We will get rid of this guy. Cast the Sire. We will get rid of this guy.
Fate flows as easily. Preparation yields success. The wise.
Shared roots. Get more land. Alright, we will fire up our wagon. Good game. Alright, we go first on this one. We're going to have a turn 3 Vestige into Lumbering Wagon. Because of shared roots. As long as we draw a land, we will keep that. We might just do this to make sure we get that land drop. Because now we can shared roots, turn 2. Badgermole Cub. Still think this is the better play. So we can get our card draw going on. They can get rid of it? They can if they want. Yeah, go right ahead. That'll give us an additional land drop. I am actually going to... Let's do it this way. We'll get that. We can warp this in. Or 5. We're only at 5, unfortunately. But we'll be able to drop one more land. We'll fire this up. I probably should put it there. I could have done more damage, but that's okay. Would have been doing 8 damage. Yep. We'll get that into play. Oh shoot, I could have dropped the Sire. That's okay. I had 7. I was only counting 6. Like, okay. We're good with that. Do they have a sweeper? I'm wondering if they have a sweeper. Split up. All right. I think we'll just get this one out. Be able to fire this up again. See if we can do 10 damage here. No. Oh, I guess we did 11 damage. Playing a little sloppy here at the end. All right, good game. All right, terrible starting hand, no ramp. I mean, they have the cards we like, just no ramp to get there. Much better starting hand. We'll keep this. It's going to be an interesting hand here. So 1, 3, 4, 5. This would be a little late, I think. We want to have one payoff card at least. Now we can Lumbering next turn. Not to mention, if we get the Sire down, we can fire up the Lumbering Wagon. So we'll have 5 next turn, 6 the turn after, at least. Okay, ally deck is going to be pretty quick. Three, 4, 5. 6 mana next turn. Okay, we'll get our land. I think they were leaving up a counter too, so that was the perfect thing to do. Okay, I think they're leaving up Aang is my guess. We still fire that up. They gonna airbend the Lumbering Wagon? Interesting. I'm okay with this. All right, good game. All right, we'll try this with Badgermole Cub first, because we can get into an early Earth King would be nice. Do have quite a bit of land here, so that's good, and then our high payoff. Chocobo, they're going to be pretty fast. We might be too slow for them. We're like a turn off of where we want to be right now. Okay. I can Vestige into a Lumbering Wagon, or I can cast the Earth King. This gives me 1 land. This gives me none. Let's do that. We get the card draw as well. No attackers. Worldwagon out. Okay, that's not the worst one. We can fight through that with the Ugin. Okay, we can take 4 damage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, or 5. Nope. Fire the Worldwagon up. Attack in with that. We got our Ugin online next turn. As long as we don't die in the next turn, we're going to be pretty good. Can we do 13 mana next turn? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Are they going to grow it? Giant growth or something? I'm okay with it. Oh, it's indestructible. All right. Doesn't even kill mine, so I'm good with that. All right. I do like Wildwood. I just don't think it's, with all the other shenanigans you could do with Landfall, I just don't think this is the type of a deck to put it in. Well, that's pretty good. That's haste. You can do quite a bit of damage here. So I can cast this for 7. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. We'll have 11 mana, and I only need... Oh, I need to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can do both. Can I? No, I need 13. And I got 3, 4, 5, 10, 11. Okay, I'm too short. Oh, sorry about that, sir. We're going to block. Badgermole Cub, slow down their mana dreams. Can't block the land, huh? 4, 7, 11. Yeah, I just realized it's not even attacking. Okay. Let's do this. Another Ugin ain't gonna do it. Oh, shoot. I have to do that, don't I? I think we go after Scourge.
I will not allow my progeny to continue their rampage.
Could gain some life here, draw a card.
Inside
That Lumbering Worldwagon doesn't do it for us.
success.
No attacks in turn. Alright. They could fire up their Sanctuary. I would take all their land to do so. They don't have great attacks. I'm fine with blocking with the Badgermole Cub at this point. I have 7 land no matter what. Even if they destroy my creatures, so I can block with things. I can fire up the Worldwagon. Do a block there. Yeah, they're not in too good a shape right now. Because we can cast the Vestige, get rid of like a Chocobo, fire up the Worldwagon, attack in. They'll block with a Hydra. Draw for some more life gain. We're going to be in pretty good shape here, no matter what. Unless they have a way to remove our creatures and attack in, because then we'll be... They have 8 damage there. I don't know if they got a way to put stun counters on anything. I wouldn't think so in green. All right. Pass. They just passed the turn for that one. Oh, we got another Vestige. So you're 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I can warp this one in. Destroy the Chocobo. I'll fire up the Worldwagon. We can cast the other one with the 0 ability here. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6.
My resources are yours.
Do this. Go after Gold Vein Hydra. Gotta make sure the right one pays for this. Attack in with those. We'll keep 2 blockers back. Take action, drop more land. Let's get another blocker. Oh, it comes in tapped, I forget. Should have done the Worldwagon. To the battlefield, tapped. And 4 land. Can't fire up the Sanctuary unless they drop land, and that's only a 3/3, so that ain't gonna be beneficial. Hydras are gonna be a little rough to do anything with because they take a little bit to fire up. They are not in good shape here. Next turn, we could drop the Vestige, fire up the Worldwagon, attack in with multiple. We'll even put in a land, maybe? All right, good game. That was a fun Ugin deck to play. I gotta say, the ramp in this card, I was expecting it to be very dependent on the Badgermole Cub. But what I've experienced is to have consistent ramp, it's the Worldwagon and Earth King combo that really drop the land. And the other nice thing about the Worldwagon, it avoids all the sweeps, and you can trigger it with the warp ability of the Vestige to turn on the crew for this. So all in all, this deck was a blast to play. I think you could tell that I really was enjoying it, considering how long this video is. But wanted to show you all the different games that I got to play with it. And yeah, it's really nice. Enjoy it. Give it a whirl, because I think it's actually one of the better ramp Ugin decks that I've ever seen. Like I said earlier, I got this off of Untapped, and give it a whirl if you got the cards for it. Please hit that subscribe button below. New videos every day. So if you want to see some new Magic content on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below. Fairly new channel, just started in September, trying to grow to 2,000 subscribers. So I really do appreciate it. And have a fantastic day.